Deuteronomy, the heart of the covenant. Deuteronomy is much more than a simple summary of the law. It's a spiritual testament, a deep and passionate speech by Moses, spoken to the people of Israel just before his death, as they prepare to enter the promised land. The name Deuteronomy means second law, from the Greek deuteros equals second, nomos equals law, but it's not really a new law. Instead, it's a rereading, a reflection, a heartfelt plea not to forget God and to remain faithful to the covenant. The book is shaped like a farewell address. Moses looks back at the past, speaks into the present, and prepares the people for the future. It's not a cold legal document, it's a love dialogue between God and his people. Memory, faithfulness, and choice. Moses begins by reminding the people of everything that's happened along the way, the hardships, the rebellions, but also the wonders, the manna, the guidance, the giving of the law. Memory is essential. In Deuteronomy, to remember is the first act of faith. To forget is to lose your way. But to remember is to stay alive and anchored in the truth. Then Moses repeats and expands on the commandments, but this time he speaks like a father. He speaks from the heart, calling people into an intimate relationship with God. At the very center of the book is the Shema Israel, Deuteronomy 6:4-5, the most important profession of faith in Judaism. Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one. You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your strength. Here, faith becomes love, not just obligation. The commandments are not just rules to follow, they are acts of love in response to the God who saved, guided, and chose them. Moses urges the people to choose life. I have set before you life and death, blessings and curses. Now choose life, so that you and your children may live. Deut 30:19. This is a call to free and responsible living. Following God is not forced, it's a choice, but it's a choice that carries meaning and consequence. A legacy of hope. At the end of the book, Moses announces that he will not enter the promised land. He climbs Mount Nebo and looks out across the land, but there he dies. His mission is complete. He led the people through the wilderness, gave them the law, and showed them God's faithfulness. Now it's Joshua who will lead the people across the Jordan. Moses leaves behind a powerful spiritual legacy, not just stone tablets, but a vision of God as a living presence, a God who walks with his people and who doesn't ask for perfection, but for a whole and willing heart. The message of Deuteronomy. Deuteronomy is the book of the heart, a call to respond to God's love with our own. It's the book of grateful memory and faithful living. It speaks to anyone who is at a turning point, who must choose, mature, or pass something on. It calls us to remember who we are, where we came from, and who it is that rescued us. This book reminds us that faith is not inherited, it is chosen. And that God doesn't just want obedience, He desires communion. The truest worship is to love God with everything we are and to pass that love on to the next generation. Even today, in a noisy and distracted world, Deuteronomy whispers the same ancient invitation. Hear, O Israel, listen. Let that listening become a way of life, a way of choosing, a way of loving. Thanks so much for being here and sharing this moment with us. If you find peace in nature, believe in the power of small things, and want to feel more connected to the world around you, we'd love to have you as part of our YouTube community. We post new videos every week, full of calm, inspiration, and gentle reminders to slow down and appreciate the beauty in everyday life. If that sounds like your kind of space, go ahead and hit subscribe. We're just getting started, and we'd be so happy to have you with us on this journey.